everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday, people of the stream. How's everybody doing? I see a bunch of folks out there. Sophia and Anita were first over on Twitch, and Kayla's over on YouTube. Hello, hello, friends. And Judy showed up over on Twitch too. Hi, friend. I'm assuming you're at work. You're usually at work when you're on here, but so glad you could join us. Sophia asks, first, right out the gate, opinion needed. If you read a book with two easily identifiable main characters, would you think it weird if both went on a journey of self-discovery, but only one of them reached the end, so to speak? The other one just went as far as to figure out their problem, but was nowhere near the solution yet. I wouldn't find it weird, but I would definitely be interested in an additional storyline with the second character to see if they actually find the solution. That would be, I would definitely be interested. I wouldn't want to be left hanging on that piece unless that piece was incorporated into the story, as necessary. I think it also depends on which one is the actual protagonist of the story. I think that would affect how I felt as well. Judy is work lurking. We love it when you lurk. I like it because I know you'll pop in at some point and read up and then just flutter on like a butterfly. So yes. Hey, Judy, are you going to Con Possible this weekend? I know John has the mothership there. Sophia says, I think I'm suggesting that one of the main characters is more important than the other. Yeah, they're most stories should just have one protagonist. You can have multiple people who might have point of view, chapters or scenes or whatever, but it's very challenging to tell two different people's stories as both being the protagonist. Most stories, you should choose which one is your actual protagonist, in my opinion. Judy says, I am not. I might try to swing by if I have time. Well, if you do have time, I will be there. It's probably going to be my only con this year outside of the ones that I help put together. So, Emily is over on YouTube. Hello, Em. How are you doing? Do you mind being called Em? I just like the nickname Em, but if you don't like it, I will switch back to Emily. So, Emily's getting lunch this first sprint, then gonna write. Excellent. Love that. Anita says, I wouldn't find it to Sophia. I wouldn't find it weird, but I would want some consequences or issues or character frustration for having an incomplete self-discovery. Right. I would want to know the consequences of that, or how that affects the main story, or maybe how it affects the other character, particularly if the other character is the protagonist. Ah, good. Thank you, Em. Thank you. I just, I sometimes like familiar nicknames, but not everybody likes familiar nicknames. So I do try to ask before I really regularly start using a nickname for someone. So, all right, today, so a friend reached out to me yesterday, asked if I could beta read a 3,500 word short story. And of course, because I have a convention tomorrow, of course I said yes. So, but anyway, it's someone who is she's always there for me too, especially with last minute. It's just one time I had a story I had to turn in the next day, and I was like, hey, do you have half an hour to look at the story? And of course she didn't. So, that's what you do for your people. So I'm going to finish that. I started it last night. I read it last night, and then I started doing, giving some feedback. But I'm going to finish it today. It may take a couple sprints. And then I've got to finish prepping for the con tomorrow. I did finish my inventory yesterday, getting my inventory caught up. And then I haven't yet logged in the new inventory I have that's been sitting here in the corner for like 3 months. So I'm going to have to find the order for that and make sure I get everything logged in and put away. And then I've got to reorganize my boxes because they're kind of a mess and all over the place right now. So I feel like I have my work cut out for me. So we will not be going long today either because I have a date with Anita this afternoon and I got to get like all gussied up and pretty. So, yes, Anita and I are recording a podcast about monsters that will be out on the 20th. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to have a good time. Let's see. Sophia will be writing and trying to solve this issue, among others. Okay? Anita says I've sent out some email, finished the newsletter, and then hopefully work on a flash. Sorry, I just got jumped by the yawn. Holy cow. Yay for Flash. I need to write some Flash. I haven't written any in a while. So, but, you know, I have also been working on my novel. I did get words yesterday. I don't know how many words I got yesterday. Where's my... There it is. I have too many windows open, y'all. So I've got this weird thing where Scrivener renders weirdly after the computer has gone to sleep and woken up. And it only, it renders like the top, like 2/3 of the screen. It's just weird. Top left. And I have to move it over to a different screen for it to reset the resolution and then move it back. It's weird. I don't know why. So yesterday I got, I think 400 and something. Oh no, I got 531 yesterday. So, I should put that in my writing thing. So 531. I'm trying to get at least 500 words most days. I'd like to get 1,000, but if I get 500, I'm good with that. I'll take it. So I've been doing better the last couple weeks at focusing on the writing. I just have a lot to do today that is not writing. So it might have to kind of go on the back burner a little bit. Oh my God, with the yawns. All right. Okay, those of you who have not yet checked in and let us know what you're working on, feel free to do that. Kayla, are you reading over there on YouTube today? Or are you just hanging out? You getting work done? What you doing? What you doing, friend? All right. So, since I have so much to do today, we are going to go ahead and get started. Got 20 minutes. Let's do the thing. Here we go. Okay, that was the timer. How'd everybody do? I was working on the edits, but I realized that I hadn't used Word since we reinstalled, since I got the new hard drive. So I had to change the track changes thing, and I messed some things up. So I was in the middle of trying to fix that, and the timer went off. All right, welcome into Rose and Rachel Taylor over on Twitch. And it looks like Alicia's joined us over on YouTube. Yes, long time no see. Alicia just finished with her lunch, leftover tacos. Yum. Got dressed and talked to hubby. Nice. And on Twitch, we're talking about OHOW, which is 100 hours of writing. And it is apparently the second weekend of April, which is April 10th through the 12th. Let me look at my calendar real quick and see if I'll have time to do that. March, April 10th through the 12th. Yeah, I'll probably try to take a Saturday or Sunday shift. Yeah, sure. I could do that. Rose, are the signups open yet? Let's see. Then Alicia says, I also got my keyboard back together, all cleaned out of cat fur and crumbs, and everything works beautifully again. No more repeating keys anymore. Yay! Yay for a clean keyboard. Oh yeah, and it will Rose noted that it'll just be 50 hours for April and July. The 100 hours is actually November. Sophia says, I did okay. I'm really proud of this one side character. I think she's so well written. And yes, I'm bragging. Heck yeah. Do the bragging. I love it. Anita got one of the emails sent and other emails prepped. Now trying to pick some art for my daily social media post. Oh, sounds good. Sounds good. Miss Taylor says, there's a tiny bug in my tea. Sigh, this is not a sign. Nope. It isn't. It's just a bug in your tea. It happens. It happens. So no, it is not a sign. Rose says, oh yeah, the initial volunteer interest form is up. Yes, please DM it to me, Rose. Please. I'm so overwhelmed by communication channels. It's awful. Sophia says, hey, Vanessa, no rush or anything, but if you ever remake your overlay, could you consider making the font size of stream chat beneath your camera feed a little bigger so we can see what each chat is saying better? I can actually try to make it a little bigger. The problem is the overlay itself. Like, I can make it bigger than the box for it. Maybe that helps. Does that help a little bit? There we go. Hopefully that helps. I'm going to scoot it down a little. A little down, a little over. Does that help at all, Sophia? I know it's not much bigger, but... Okay. Let me... I can even move it up and see if I can make it slightly bigger than that. There. Hopefully that'll help. And it doesn't look as great. It's not like within the thing, but that's okay. And that'll do for now. I'll see if I can go into the settings and actually change the font size. I'm not sure if I can do that or not. But I will try. All right. Emily says, lunch done, ready to write. Also, what's the 100 hours of writing thing? Okay, so the 100 hours of writing is basically where a whole bunch of streamers on Twitch get together, sign up for time slots, and then you stream for, I think it's 2 hours. There's a mod in the group in there who will help, and basically we track words and revisions. There's a great big spreadsheet, and so there's a word counter in the room. So after each sprint or at the end of the stream, you say how you did, and then it's all tracked. And then we're like, oh, wait a minute.
Lee Spencer author just rated with 1 viewers. Welcome, raiders.
Hi, LJ. Welcome in. Welcome in. We got a little raid over on Twitch. Welcome in. How is your stream? How is your stuff going? To go back to Emily's question about 100 hours of writing. So basically it was made to help keep folks motivated through Nano and the camps in Nano camps in April and June. I mean, April and July. And I think it's July. And so, yeah, so that's basically what it is. So there's like 24 hours of streaming over on Twitch of people doing writing sprints for 2 hours each for that time frame. So hopefully that makes sense. Rose, if you want to give me the link to it, I can put it in the chat as well over on YouTube. All right, Alicia says, I think in the next sprint I'll film my February TBR video and work on my reading notebook. That sounds excellent. Rose says, I also need to DM you the first look at a bit of color I got on my cover. Y'all, this is so exciting. Let's see. And Alicia says she can see the chat better, so good. LJ says that their stream was good, mostly doing some research, reading, and setting up a grocery delivery. We like groceries. It's true. Yes, ohow.net. So I'm going to put the link in YouTube as well so y'all can see it a little better. There we go. Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. It's like Storyteller's Hearth Weekend except on Twitch. But I don't know what Storyteller's Hearth Weekend is. So. But I found Ohow through Rose because she was very active in it and she used to stream back in the day. And so, yeah, Ohow, Rose said that the Ohow sign up has opened up. And it's not till April though. It's like the second weekend of April. Alicia says, I love groceries, just not the prices. I feel you. Storytellers is like, oh, how, but on YouTube. There we go. And Sophia said basically the same thing. So, yep. So, okay. So, shall we get into it? LJ, if you want to stay and hang out with us, you are, of course, welcome. But if you need to go take care of yourself and do the things, also completely fine, but we're just about to start the second sprint. So, we're all good. All right. Oh, okay, cool. I'm just reading now. The global writing crawl on Discord still happens too. Y'all, it's so overwhelming. It's so overwhelming. So, okay. Y'all feel free to continue to chat. In the chat, and we're gonna get back to work. LJ's gonna lurk for a bit, then need to go do dinner and meds. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. You're awesome, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Let's see. Volunteer interest forms are up now. LJ. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go back to figuring out what I broke on my Microsoft Word. It shouldn't take but a minute or two. And then I'm going to get back into working on this beta read. All right. Y'all ready? Let's go. Okay, y'all. That's that sprint. How'd everybody do? I did a little bit of the beta reading, and then I filled out the OHA volunteer interest form. And I literally just, as the timer was going off, I was finding all of the buses in the verify screen. I hate those. It's like, yes, I really am human. I'm also munching on Gouda flavored pretzels. They're so good. Alicia got so distracted and didn't film her video. So got a chocolate chip cookie and to reset my brain. I mean, I believe in chocolate chip cookie resets. I am firmly behind this. Sophia says, I think one of my characters might be a sex addict. I think I need to make sure he gets treatment. I feel like there's just way too many things that I could say to that. Like, so many. I can't, it's breaking my brain. I can't choose. Rachel Taylor says, on to working on Halo the book. Doing a bit of reading on Hadrian's Wall. Nice. Excellent. Awesome. So, we get a little break, y'all. Which is good, because I probably need to top off my tea. And actually... I'm probably going to set the second batch of oat milk that I made to drain, or to filter. So yeah, that might take me a minute. I think we're going to take a slightly longer break. I'm going to give us a 7-minute break this time because that's going to take me a minute to do, and I want to go ahead and do it and get it bottled. So Alicia says, yes, filming will happen in the next sprint. Excellent. Anita says, last of the emails sent and working on the newsletter. That's like a never-ending thing, the newsletter. Honest to God. Alicia says, I also am still so happy about my keyboard and no crumbs on it. We'll see how long that lasts, right? When I used to use my laptop keyboard regularly, I actually had bought a silicone overlay for it. Because I didn't want it. Because those are, laptop keyboards are a little bit harder to get in there and clean as well. Because a lot of them you can't necessarily pop the keys out like you can with a mechanical keyboard. Oh, and I mentioned that my keyboard has keycaps on it. Let me show you. That make it look like it's a comic book. Ooh. Can y'all see how they look like they're drawn? So those are my keycaps for my keyboard. So anyway, okay. So if you guys need something to eat, you need something to drink, you need to use the restroom, this is the perfect time to do that. If you've been with me this whole time or even part of this time and you haven't gotten up out of your chair and moved at all yet, do that. Also, this is a reminder to take your meds if you haven't taken your meds yet, and you should have taken your meds by now. I have not taken all my meds. I've taken my daytime or my morning meds, but I haven't taken my afternoon vitamins yet. So yeah. Okay. Yes, that is so much fun. Yes, cell shading. It's super cool. I really like it. I think it just looks so cool and nerdy. So I'm giving y'all another look. Look at how cool that is. Super cool. Okay, done showing off now. Okay, so we will be right back. Alicia says no meds, but I need to take my vitamins. Also, same. So I'm going to go top off my tea. I'm going to do my oat milk thing. So we're going to take a slightly longer break, about 7 minutes. I should be back before the end of it. We'll see how that works out. All right. Y'all ready to be right back and get your shit done? Let's do it. Be right back, y'all. Okay. I didn't quite get the stuff downstairs done I needed to get done, but I knew it was getting close to time to the end of the break, so I didn't want to miss that. We got about 30 seconds left, 20 seconds left rather. So I've got the first 5 minutes or so of the break. I'm going to go down. I'm going to finish. I did get the oat milk thing cleaned, and I'm still draining the second batch of oat milk, and it needs to go in a bottle. So it'll just be a couple more minutes. Let's see. Sophia finished a chapter of edits. Nice. Excellent. Good job. Huzzah. You did it. See, I didn't even have to yell at you today or anything. So you told me yesterday I could yell at you. I mean, I don't know if you said I could yell at you, but you told me to make you. So, all right. So are we ready to get into our next sprint, y'all? If you haven't let us know what you're working on, feel free to do that. Like I said, I'm going to go off camera for the first couple minutes of the sprint to finish what I was doing on break. And then I'm going to, I did get some more tea though. And then I'll be back. So, all right, y'all. We ready? 20 minutes starts again right now. Oh, music options. Okay, one sec. Let me open it up. So we're currently listening to funk. And when we change it, we'll lose funk. But aside from that, we have My Liked. We have classical. We have country. I'm not listening to country. We have epic. We have happy EDM. House grooves. Hype bangers. Rock. Ska. The elevator. And Latin. So those are the music options, Sophia. Rachel Taylor has moved from research to drafting out a framework for quarter two. Quarter two? Is that what we're talking about? All right, you want epic. Let me go. Oops, let me scroll back up. Okay, y'all, we're going to music this round courtesy of Sophia. Thank you, Sophia, for that music redeem. Okay, y'all. Sprint start now. All right, y'all. That's the end of that sprint. How did you do? How did you do? Thank you, Sophia, for the music on that sprint. Huzzah! That was some good stuff. I liked a couple of those and added them to my like list. So, how did everybody do that round? So I went down, I finished with the oat milk, I cleaned everything up. I also put my, I'm washing my sales tablecloths because I haven't washed them in a little while. I don't wash them after every event because they don't get particularly dirty usually. But I hadn't washed them in a little bit. And so I went ahead and put them in the washing machine last night. So I put them through a rinse cycle this morning and now they're in the dryer so that I can fold them up and pack them in my boxes for this weekend. Anita got the newsletter scheduled. You did it. Good job. Huzzah. Awesome. Sophia cross-stitched epically to go along with that epic music. What's the cross-stitch you're working on? Rachel Taylor is working through a long list of questions to get her thinking about where to take the story next. Excellent. Love that. Emily got 400 words, but more importantly, she resolved how she wants to... Wait, I lost it. It scrolled. How she wants to structure her story. I'm sure I'll doubt myself in another 2 weeks. You will. But I have enough to get back to just writing. Excellent. Do need to step AFK during the next sprint to start laundry and dishwasher. Same. Let's see. Sophia says it's that thing I showed you about a month ago. Oh, with all the flower pots. Yes. I have not made much progress since. It's cross-stitch. Cross-stitch takes forever anyway. So, and Molly over on YouTube says, yay for 400 words in outline. To Emily. Yes. So, I don't think I'm going to get this beta read done today because I just have too much stuff to do. So I did let my friend know that it's probably, she had already told me yesterday that she's not on a particular timeline with it. So, I think I'm just going to set it aside. I mean, I might take it with me this weekend, to see if I can get anything done on it. I'm not usually able to do a lot when I'm at a con because I'm at my table and there's always people. So, but you know, I'll take it with me, see what happens. Hey, Angel Faye is here on Twitch. Hi, Angel. How are you today? How's the babe? How's the little babe? She's got to be getting big by now. Kayla's been answering messages and emails. That is like a full-time job some days, y'all. Full-time job. I've gotten to where I get really overwhelmed with messages right now because I'm behind on a lot of messages. So when more come in, I feel more overwhelmed and more behind. And then I ignore them more. So yeah, that's what I do. Be me. Don't be me. Don't do it. Let's see. Alicia says, okay, I'm back. I filmed my video. And oh my gosh, I don't think I can do this TBR. You've got the whole rest of your life. You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get it. I have faith in you, Alicia. Angel says, the baby's good, but her mom's got the flu. Oh, girl. I hope that you are resting and taking fluids and all that, because that's so important when you have the flu. Oh, that's miserable. I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better soon. Ugh, I'm so sorry. Alicia's like, now to edit. That's the thing I hate most about doing video is editing. I mean, I can do it, and I'm not bad at it. I'm actually pretty good at it, but I just don't like doing it, which is why most of my stuff is live, because I don't want to be arsed to do that, right? Let's see. Molly is being cheerleader for everyone. And Kayla asks Molly if she's doing well. Molly says yes. Angel says, yeah, I've got pills and hot stuff. I mean, what more do you need? Right? Alicia says, I don't know. This TBR might be the death of my 18 books. You can do it, Alicia. You can do it. All right, speaking of doing it, we're going to get back into it. I think I'm actually going to... Okay, so my friend messaged me back and she's like, I am so not even worried about it. And it's like, excellent. All right. So yeah, so I'm going to I'm going to save it and then I'm going to set it aside. because I'm on like page 3 of 11, and I had written, like, I started an email for her, and I wrote some like overall thoughts. So, like, I've only got like 7 more pages, but I do very, very in-depth critiques when I do them. So, which is why I don't there's a select few I do as a critique partner kind of thing. That's why I don't do a lot, because they do take me a long time. Let's see. Molly wants to know what did Alicia do? That's a pretty high number. Angel's drinking tea. Good, good. Glenda's here over on YouTube. Hi, Glenda. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. We're about to start another sprint. We've still got about an hour and a half left on the stream, so you got plenty of time to get stuff done if you need to, or reading, or whatever. Let us know what you're working on. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I've got 20 minutes on the clock. Y'all check out my cute little book nerd. I chose the book nerd spirit today because I feel like we're all book nerds. So let's just go with it. All right, are we ready to get into it again? Let's do it. 20 minutes. Here we go. Okay, y'all. That's the end of that sprint. How did you do? I am working on logging in my inventory, and then I realized they were multiple orders over time. So I'm having to match what I have with the orders that it's because I was lame. But this is what I'm putting away right now. It's a little she/her stabby cat. These were out of stock for a very long time. So I ordered 15 of them. So they sell pretty quick. People who use the pronoun she in any iteration, she, her, or she, they, like stabby cats. All right. Let's see. Mandy came in and James came in, both to Twitch while we were in that sprint. Hello, and welcome in. Pearls and Plot Twisters here. Hello, Pearl. I'm gonna call you Pearl. I hope that's okay. If not, let me know what I should call you. Glad you could join us today. Huzzah! Angel finished her tea and yogurt. Those are very good for you. Excellent. Rachel worked the whole time and got 300 new words. We love that. Anita checked on the mail and wrote some words on the flash. Yay. Mandy's back inside with us. She was out tramping around for a while. I mean, tramping meaning walking, not tramping meaning... Anyway, you know what I mean. Okay. Pearls, let's see, says, I am working on my January vlog. I'm a bit behind. I feel like we're all a bit behind on lots of things. So welcome. Alicia filled in her February TBR to the reading planner and reading journal. Excellent. Pearl says, I go by Pearl. So yes, please call me that. Yes, good. Thank you for your festive welcome. I do try to be festive and welcoming. Sometimes I do it with swear words, but, you know, the intent is there. Mandy says, my neighbor leaves his dog outside a lot of the time, and every time he sees another dog, he hits the end of his chain, barking and lunging. You know that dog does not get enough attention. Yeah, that's sad. Starling Dust, hello. Was looking for somewhere to keep me focused with some writings, and you found us. Welcome in, new friend. Glad you could join us today, Starling. Yay. My name's Vanessa. I write primarily urban fantasy, often with horrific elements. When I'm talking about long fiction, with short fiction, it's usually horror, not always, but usually. And I'm currently in my feminine rage era. Yes. I also run the Writers Troupe, which is a writerly support and education group here on Twitch, also on Facebook and Discord and YouTube. So I'm going to give you the, I apologize, this is going to double post. I still haven't had time to look at why it double posts. So, oh, wait, maybe it didn't. All right. And I'm also a professional editor and have been since 2008. So yeah, those are all me. Welcome in. We've still got about an hour left of the stream, so you're in plenty of time. What are you working on today, new friend? What are you working on? Feel free to share with us so we can cheer you on. So, let's see. Mandy says it's so helpful for me with a dog who's been attacked before, right? I'm sure. I'm sorry. Pearl says swearing is just extra seasoning. You are my people. Yes, exactly. Molly spent time trying to figure out what the status of her 2 months in chase for Manjaro prior authorization. Sitting here contemplating a demonstration of my Mount Vesuvius impersonation. I support you. I support you, my friend. I support you. Yeah, my insurance company said flat out that if I were to get a prescription for any of the weight loss drugs for weight loss, they won't cover it. Because of course, why would you want your people healthier? Why would you want that? All right. Mandy says, I do feel sorry for the dog. Yes, I also feel sorry for the dog. And I feel sorry for your dog. And I feel sorry for you. That's awful. It can be so scary. So let's see. Starling says, hi, so good to meet you. You too. I'm working on a short story about love and grief and ghosts and how they're all the same thing. With added mech pilots. I love that. With added mech pilot. Now with extra mech. That is fabulous. I love that. Okay. I love it. Okay, so we're going to actually get started on our next 20-minute sprint. I don't usually, I keep my mic off. We don't usually have music unless someone on Twitch decides to purchase music for the sprint. So it's usually pretty quiet, which is fine. Or, the mech pilots are incidental. I mean, why wouldn't you throw a few mech pilots in there? I mean, why not? Why not? Is what I'm saying. All right. Everybody ready? I'm going to continue to check in my inventory. This is going to be a rest of the afternoon thing, I am sure. But it's got to get done because I have to sell this shit tomorrow. And if I don't have it in my inventory, I'm not going to be able to sell it. All right. Y'all ready? Another 20 minutes? Let's do the thing. Here we go. Okay, y'all, that's the sprint. How did you do that round? So I got through one order, checked in and stuff. I might have gone a little crazy on the pins. But yeah, I still have this big bag to do and a stack of bookmarks over there. So we'll see. We'll see. So, yes. All right. How did everybody do that round? I'm just chugging along. Starling got 583 words. Yes. You get a cheer. Great job, new friend. Let's see. Anita finished the first draft of the flash fiction. You also get a cheer. Awesome. Awesome. Great job. Great job. How'd everybody else do? So, yeah. I'm going to have to sign up for a lot more sales events so I can sell all these pins and shit before I move. M says, well, so it turns out that laundry and dishes thing took me longer than expected, but back at the desk now. Oh, wait, it scrolled. Hope to write a bit more for the next sprint. Excellent, but you got that stuff done, so that is awesome. Rachel is still plugging along, another 150 new words, but I need to find a direction for them all still. Yes, they just go out there, you know, just loosey-goosey in all directions, just words everywhere. Pearl got 12 pieces of music made. Now I can make a 5-hour music video. Woohoo! Okay, you get cheers for that too. And for the music video. Yay, right, we do love a musician around here. We do love a musician. Starling says, oh, finishing a first draft always feels great. Good job, Anita. Yes. Huzzah. Huzzah. All right. Well, you know what? It is almost 2:30. So we're going to do, I think, a long sprint. We'll do a 30-minute sprint. And then we'll wrap things up. And I will go see if you're on Twitch. Hang on. And I will go see who we can raid today. I know I didn't raid yesterday, so I feel like I should raid today. So I'll go find somebody for us to raid, which means nobody can buy any music this sprint because I need the audio so I can hear people. So we will find somebody to raid and do another 30 minutes and then go on. All right. Let's see. Mandy made coffee and grabbed a bar. Have to wait until Matt is off the phone since it takes a second to settle in. Gotcha. Alicia got her planners updated. Yes. Working on her reading journal, but we'll have to go get the kiddos soon. Where has this day gone? Right? Oh, okay. So Mandy adds to the thing about having to wait for Matt in order to go in the office to write. Kayla is planning a video, feeling good about it. Yes, love that. Pearl says, I just pretend to be a musician. Well, no, if you created 12 pieces of music, you are a musician. I use Suno to create theme background music for my channels, and I love doing it so much. I made a channel. Oh, it's AI. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that we are not a particularly AI friendly group. You make decisions for your own life, but as someone whose books were stolen in order to teach generative AI with no compensation, I am not particularly fond of AI, generally speaking. I'm not going to shame you for it, but I'm just letting you know that I'm not particularly friendly about it. But I still like you. I still, want to hang out. But I'm just letting you know that that's not a thing I support, generally speaking. So, Pearl says to Alicia, nice, I did that yesterday, and it felt great. This day is flying by, right? For real, y'all. I do not have enough time. Tomorrow I have to go to this con, and I'm just not ready. I haven't repacked all my shit yet. I'm still working on my inventory. I'm going to be working all night, y'all. Yeah, stealing someone's work is very, very not cool. Yeah, but AI stole everyone's work. The AI companies, music AI for the music, for images, for words, they stole all of our work. AI was taught on stolen work. So, yeah, that's why they're getting sued out the ass. So, there's literally no way to use AI, the big AI, like ChatGPT and Gemini and all those. Yeah, there's no way to use them ethically. So, yeah, uh, it's a problem. It's a serious problem. There are smaller AI companies that have committed to um, teaching their generative AI models ethically. And if AI had just done that, like if the big AI companies had just done that to start, I mean, there's still the environmental impact of it, but at least from an ethical standpoint, in terms of supporting artists, we wouldn't have this problem. But anyway, let's see. Alicia says, I love getting things updated and complete. I do too. I just don't do it often enough. Mandy said, I read a cozy romance that had a Halloween theme and it had some scary moments, so I was up way too late. Ooh, I like it. Yeah, Pearl, you really should. None of the big AI companies taught their AI in an ethical way. They stole all of our stuff to teach their AI. As a matter of fact, there are lawsuits. There's a giant lawsuit right now, and there are several other smaller ones, because they basically said in their internal memos that our books and stuff were not worth paying for. Yet they built an entire ecosystem and an entire thing, technology on our work. So, and musicians, artists, writers, especially, our stuff has been stolen. And people just use it willy nilly, like it's some great new breakthrough, but it's it is at its core, it is stolen work. So, yeah, and voice actors, absolutely, absolutely. I agree, Mandy. So, all right, so just educating you, just making you aware of that. So, all right. That said, we're gonna do a long ass sprint next. And Pearl, please don't feel. I hope you don't feel like I'm like trying to like bully you or anything like that. I'm not doing that, but I do want to. I just do try to make people aware of what AI, and that again. Also, while you're looking into it, also look into the environmental impact of AI. It is horrendous. So yeah, like the environmental impact alone is just such a problem. So okay, anyway, you're very welcome. I'm glad I could share that with you. And I'm glad you like I wasn't coming across, some kind of mean way, because that wasn't my intention. Okay, good. I'm glad you don't. All right, so let's go ahead and get back into it. Let's do the things. So I'm going to continue doing this, but I'm also going to go find somebody for us to raid. All right, y'all ready? Oh, wait, I guess I should change it to 30 minutes since I said that's what we're doing. There we go. I almost robbed us of 10 minutes. Hey, James! James is over on Twitch. Hello, hello. We're just getting ready to start the last sprint of the stream. So, James, let us know what you're working on. I'm assuming you're doing day job stuff. All right. And, James says we should worry when my boss says he needs a sanity check from me. I mean, yeah. So, okay, let's get going, y'all. 30 minutes. Here we go. right, y'all, that's it. End of that stream. How did everybody do? I got through getting out all the pins and organizing them into, like, which one's which. So after the stream, I will probably spend about 20 minutes or half an hour getting it all in my inventory system, and then I'll be done. So, oh no, I still got bookmarks. I'll do those tonight. All right, how'd everybody do that round? I went and I decided we're gonna raid Starborn Striker. Oh, excuse me. There were a couple other people streaming, but I couldn't tell if they were doing, it was hard to tell if they were doing sprints or if they were just doing stuff on the screen all the time or whatever. I do try to, when we raid on Twitch, I do try to find someone who's actually working. So, let's see. Anita did an art tutorial on YouTube. Like, what kind of art? Like, what specific thing were you learning? I love that. Welcome into Tangent Turner on Twitch. You just made it at the end of the stream. So, hopefully you'll hang out with us and go when we raid Starborn. It's hilarious because I was thinking I wasn't going to raid because we didn't have a lot of people on Twitch. And then we had like over 10 people on Twitch. And I was like, okay, I'll raid. And I go find somebody to raid and I come back and then there's 4 people left on Twitch. So, a logo tutorial. Cool. Nice. Excellent. I love that. All right. How'd everybody else do? I'm going to go over the events of the coming week as I know them for the Writers Troupe. If you're not a member, you can absolutely join. Type in !TWT to the chat and you'll get a link. So, so tonight at 7 p.m., Amelia does her 30-minute writing sprints. These are all Eastern time. She goes from 7 until 9. Tomorrow, don't forget, I won't be doing my usual Zoom co-working because, why? I will be at a convention. So, so no afternoon stuff, but 7 p.m. Amelia also hosts writing sprints, again, from 7 till 9. Then on Saturday, our good friend James, who is currently in the Twitch stream, although probably idle because he's probably working, on Saturday morning, 11 a.m., he runs our Saturday Discord sprints. Sorry, y'all. Those sprints go from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. over in the Discord. And you can join the Discord by doing what? Typing !Discord into the chat, and that will give you the invite. On Sunday at 10 a.m., we have the Sunday morning write-in with Lisa Raby. She goes from 10 until 12. If for some reason she's unable to run her sprints on Sunday, usually Daylin will fill in for her over on the Discord. So Lisa's sprints are Google Meet, I believe. But if she's not around and available, then she will, or Daylin will do them on Discord. Sorry, y'all. I'm very yawny all of a sudden. I hit a wall a little while ago and I was just like, oh, I could take a nap. Okay, Sunday evening we have our usual Zoom chat. It starts at 7, goes till about 8:30. If you're in the Facebook group and you haven't voted on the topic yet, please go into the event. Inside the event, you'll find a post that has all of the currently suggested topics. Feel free to vote in the comment section on any that you find interesting and would like for us to discuss, or you can also suggest a new topic if you wish. On Monday at noon, we do have sprints and meditation with Joe Compton. He goes from 2 until 4. He will be streaming. He usually streams to my YouTube channel, the Go Indie Now YouTube channel, and also the Go Indie Now Twitch account. And he goes from 2 until 4. He'll be doing that every other week for the foreseeable future. Then on Monday evening, Joe and I will co-anchor the Go Indie Now Late Night News at 8 p.m. on the Go Indie Now channel on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and just type in the search Go Indie Now, you'll find the channel. We will be there at 8 p.m. and there's lots of great programming on that channel like all throughout the week. So definitely check it out. So that's 8 p.m. on Monday evening. Tuesday at 7 p.m., Amelia will be hosting her 30-minute writing sprints again. She goes from 7 till 9. Then next Wednesday, we'll be back here at noon, from noon until 3, or later if I decide to be super ambitious and get going. Then on Thursday, I may or may not have sprints. I actually have a hair appointment at 11:30, but I might reschedule that. So maybe we'll be doing this here next Thursday. I don't know. We'll see. I will see how I feel at the beginning of next week. Okay, let me see. Mandy changed out of PJs. Like, that is such a big deal. Yes. Filled the laundry basket, took her laptop out of the office since Matt has a video meeting coming up. Oh, and took meds. Excellent. I've gotten through half of my vitamins for the afternoon. Pearl used their time to catch up with a friend in DMs. So much to talk about. Oh, I love that. I love catching up. That's one of my favorites. I love hanging out with my friends, I guess. In whatever, whether it's online or in person or on the phone or whatever. I don't prefer on the phone, but I'll do on the phone. So, yay, I'm glad you got to catch up. Huzzah. All right. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. Those of you on Twitch, hang tight. We are going to raid Miss Megan, who is Starborn Striker, on here. Let me get that going. And on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Emily over on YouTube got 150 words. So yes, we love that. Good job, good job. All right, so I hope you guys have a great weekend. We will see you next week, hopefully, in one of the sessions. You guys have a great week. Pearl says, my friend lives in Croatia, so the time difference makes it complicated sometimes. I get it. I totally get that. But I'm glad you guys got to catch up. Yay. All right, we're going to go raid Megan over on Twitch. We'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Bye.
And the idea was that it took place in the plains. Writers Troop, hello! Perfect timing! Welcome in! How's it going? How was your stream? The idea was that it took place in the plains. A plains town that was getting ready for a trading caravan, and they woke up one morning and they were surrounded by mountains. And suddenly they had no idea how to get around because they had to go over everything when they were used to just having this big open flat space. And so it was kind of this idea about communing with the mountains and learning to talk to these creatures who only wake up every so often and who spend most of their time asleep. And it's a story that I might do a little bit more with at some point in the future.